So as you might know, I spent the winter of 2020 and 2021 in Mexico. And while I was away in Mexico, I received this package that 2018 Elise really wanted. This was like 2018 Elise's big goal. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through that goal that I set in 2018 and how I achieved it in 2 years actually, because I actually got this award in 2020. I'm gonna explain what this award means, what it means in the online space, but whether it actually matters to me today or not. Plot twist. So first things first, we are gonna unbox this bad boy. Got some scissors here, and then I'm gonna explain to you what this is and do I even care about it anymore? I don't wanna get all these popcorns everywhere. There we go. This is the big award. Let's unwrap her. Wow. Effie's taking pictures. It's a moment. This is actually cool. At first I opened up this video being all like cynical and jaded, but this is actually really cool. Like it says Elise Darma, Canopy Inc. 2020. Now, if you're not familiar with what this design is, what this award means, this is an award delivered by a company called ClickFunnels. And on it, it says the 2 Comma Club. So what that means is that I use their software. I use the ClickFunnels software, which is how I create all my sales pages, all my checkout pages. It's where I process all my sales. I use their software, and I was able to generate over 7 figures or $1 million in sales through their software. So once my business did that in 2020, I was able to qualify and get this award. So first things first, this is a brilliant thing to do as a software company. Like to create gamification, hey, use our software, like use it for all your sales and you'll get an award. It totally worked for me. So going back to 2018, I was at ClickFunnels conference called Funnel Hacking Live. And I actually saw Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels, get on stage. And my mind was blown because he talked about how great Instagram was for business. Roll the clip.
My own reality show, carry this phone around with me, and I can do 20, 30, 40, 50 little mini episodes a day. That intimacy is one of the best platforms I've ever seen to build a relationship with the attractive character. What's cool about this is that I'm doing these stories and I'm documenting my journey, taking people throughout my life. A bunch of really cool things happen. Number one is I do all sorts of product placement. It's not really like I'm selling stuff, but people buy things like crazy. Okay, the way it works is I make a little video, and at the end of it I say, swipe up, and if they swipe up on the screen, it takes them to any website that I want.
That moment was the first time that I saw someone of Russell's caliber talking about Instagram for business. And of course, after that, it was like a frenzy. It was a frenzy to become an Instagram marketer. But I was so inspired from that entire conference because at the end of it, they had a ceremony where everyone at the conference who had generated $1 million or more to their business, they got to walk on stage, they got to get their award, and they got to take a picture with Russell Brunson and his ClickFunnels team. Keep in mind, this is a software company. It's not like he is, I was gonna say a celebrity, but he is kind of a celebrity to some people. But he's like a rock star. Can you imagine creating a software company where you're like the rock star? That's what they've done. And it really did inspire me in 2018 to set that goal of, yeah, I wanna make $1 million in sales. And back then, I think my business was doing just over 100K. I'd have to look at the numbers. We were somewhere around 100K to 300K in sales, but emotionally it felt like I was paycheck to paycheck. I was paying my team members more than I was paying myself. I was struggling. I had products, they were mostly selling, but I didn't have a very big audience. And sometimes I would put offers out there that were total flops and people didn't want them. So 2018 was a challenging year, but that was a time that I invested in a lot of business conferences, Funnel Hacking Live being one of them. And I saw people up on stage and I said, I want that. So I'm gonna put this award down and continue my story. The point is that in 2018, earning $1 million in sales and revenue, that was a big, big, scary goal. And I didn't predict it back then, that 2 years later in 2020, our business would be doing exactly that. The catch to all of this is that Elise in 2018 is so different than the Elise in 2020 and 2021. I was kind of brushing this award off initially because the person I am today, I actually don't care about vanity metrics, even sales numbers. Sales numbers can be vanity metrics because the truth is, like, a lot of people do run $1 million of sales through their software. But how much of that money is going into Facebook ads to acquire that customer? For example, you could have $1 million in sales, but what if you had to spend $950,000 on ads to get those sales? Is that a success? You still have other business expenses. And in fact, that's the reality of some businesses is on the outside, they could look flashy. They could look like they're generating millions of dollars. But the truth is, no one knows, you and I don't know, their profit. We don't know if they're paying their taxes. We don't know whether their customers hate them or not. We don't know if they've maxed out their credit cards. The truth is, awards like this are so motivating. It was such a great goal for me to set then, but today it really doesn't tell me a whole lot about your business or mine. Because what this award is, oh my God. Let's break it. Because what this award really is an income claim. It allows me to put this plaque on my wall and say, hey, I made $1 million, but it really doesn't tell you anything more about my business. It doesn't say anything about my expenses, my profit, my taxes, my stress level, my health, none of that. So this is really cool. I'm definitely gonna keep it and not break it, but the meaning of it has totally changed because at the end of the day, I don't need to know how much money you're making. I don't even need to know your profit and loss statement. If you're profitable, fantastic. If you're not, I've been there. I know how hard it is. But what I really care about is that you are a person of your word. You do what you say, you'll have my respect. And in this industry, the online space, to me, that's the most important thing. There can be a lot of smoke and mirrors. People can position their businesses as being really sexy from the outside, but we have no idea what their challenges are in the inside. So if you're feeling behind, if you're feeling like there are people out there who are more successful, who are making more money, remember this, there are flashy signs of success, but we truly don't know the truth behind them. We truly don't know what's going on in their business, and it shouldn't matter because we have our own businesses to take care of. So that's what I wanted to share, how cool it is to receive this award and how 2018 Elise is thrilled. And today I'm still pretty proud of myself. It was quite the journey to get there, but I also know that it's not the most important thing. It's really not. If you have integrity, if you run your business in a way where people can trust you and you actually follow up with what you say, then that's how you're going to have, I believe, a healthy, profitable business for a long time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are any takeaways you got from this experience, this award, this revelation I've had, please let me know in a comment below this video. I can't wait to read your thoughts. To ease in revenue, I'll see you in the that's funny to say revenue. To ease and revenue in an authentic way, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you don't miss any future trainings.